Hi friends, welcome to Chandamama Kathalu. I am back again with a beautiful, a simple and a funny story. The name of the story is The Shortest History of the World. Do you want to know the shortest history of the world? Let's go. Long ago, when very little was known about the world, a king desired to know its history. He asked his minister to do the needful within the period of 5 years. The minister, who was a learned man, invited hundreds of scholars from different parts of the world and assigned them the task of writing the history of their regions. The able minister looked after the requirements of the scholars and they spent much of their time in reading and writing. They were quite efficient, so they were able to finish their work in time. One fine morning, the king was surprised to see a long queue of donkeys in front of his palace. Every donkey was burdened with a big load containing a dozen or more books. Each book was big enough to pass for a pillow. Puzzled, the king sent for his minister. The minister arrived within minutes, beaming with satisfaction. "What are all these?" asked the king. "History of the world, Your Majesty," replied the minister. "Oh Lord, when am I going to finish reading all this? I can't even see where this queue of the donkeys end. My God, even if I live long to devote all my time only to reading, I doubt if I can finish half a dozen donkey loads of volumes," said the king in anguish. The minister was silent, for he knew that the king was true. "Oh, these scholars," continued the king. "Are they trying to have some fun at my expense? Tell them to write a short history of the world, avoiding details. Give them another 12 months. With a heavy sigh, the minister went back to carry out the command of the king. The scholars were once again busy writing their books. 12 months came to an end. The scholars managed to finish their works with great difficulty. And the minister went to report the matter to the king. "Very good," said the king. "Let me see the work." No sooner has he said this, there were a half dozen sturdy donkeys driven to his palace. Each donkey carried 2 loads of books and every load contained 20 pillow-like volumes. The king gasped for breath and then gritted his teeth and said, "Oh no, I can't read all this stuff. I'm just interested in knowing what is happening all over the world all this time. Let the scholars tell me in a nutshell. I give you 1 more month this time." The minister ordered for the donkeys to be led away. He met the king after a few days. He was holding a small ivory casket. He presented it to the king and said, "Your Majesty, the assigned work is over. This box contains the shortest history of the world. It tells about what happened all over the world all the time." "Good," the king exclaimed. He eagerly opened the box. He found a small scroll tied with a silken string. He took the scroll out, untied the string, and unrolled it. It contained only 3 lines. "So short," the king exclaimed, and he read the lines aloud. "Men were born, they lived, they died." After a short pause, the king commented, "Oh, this is what was happening all over the world all this time? Strange, but true." Isn't that funny? But to consider the reality, that's true, isn't it? Men were born, they lived, and then they died. Whoever it was, and however great he might have been while he was alive, died. A great moral from a short story. I'm sure you all loved this small story. If you have liked this video, please go ahead and hit the like button, share it with all your friends, and please do comment so that I can improve on what is missing. Please do subscribe to my channel, Chandamama Kathalu, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so that all the notifications of new stories come right away into your YouTube app. I'll be back again next week with another great story. Until then, thank you. Bye-bye.